This quarter pipe's looking a bit old and cactus, so today we're going to fix it up so we can ride it on a mountain board.
If you're new around here, my name's Dylan. I've been mountain boarding for about 22 years and been skateboarding for, well, even longer. This right here is my old training facility where me and the boys would go, build ramps, have fun, hang out, learn tricks, and get better. Skaters, mountain boarders, whatever. The problem is the owners were actually selling the property, so we had to move out, and that included moving all the ramps.
Alright, this might be one of these bad ideas I have, but I'm going to try and move this giant quarter pipe by myself in the rain. I bought 2 old rusty shipping containers and converted one of them into a podcast studio and a mountain board workshop. This was the Saturday I stripped everything out and shipped it off to its new home. However, I had to move these giant ass quarter pipes so the truck could back in to remove the second shipping container. They were perhaps the heaviest thing in the world to lift, so I got the truck out.
My theory is to pull it that way more so I have enough clearance for the truck to pick up the container.
It was actually grim tearing it all down. I had worked so hard to build all of this stuff. I had no plan, no path, just a choice. Get bummed or keep moving forward and manifest something bigger and badder.
On to the next adventure.
What do you reckon? We're gonna make it.
We're on there. Only 1 hour. 1 hour I need you for.
An hour of power.
Easy. 5 hours later.
16.
And that is an end of an era. It has taken so many days to clear this block out and get rid of all the old plywood and stuff, but it is officially cleared out. We've made so many memories here, done so much cool things, but it's time for the new chapter. This is just some of the stuff I've thrown out, but this took me 6 hours to get all this out here today, and it's a bloody hot, absolute mission.
In the middle of all that chaos, I managed to do a big trip in my camper van, lend me the van, and we went up the south coast of Australia to go ride some of the most epic bike parks, went skating at a bunch of skate parks and checked out some beautiful beaches and rivers and went kayaking. Oh, it's so good. If you haven't got into van life and yet, I'd highly recommend it. It'll friggin' change your life. Once I got back from the trip, I jumped on a couple of big mountain podcasts where I talked about mountain boarding, traveling, van life, all that good stuff, and did a couple of shows with my business, Australian Mountain Boarders, where we travel around the country teaching people how to mountain board and then doing live stunt shows, which is pretty epic.
So this is all the ramps from the vacant block you just saw, and I can't believe we got them all on this truck. Well, we actually had a truck and 3 trailers and my truck, but we got it there safe and sound, well barely.
You've done a great job. Well done.
I hadn't even put my clothes in the wardrobe, but we started building the skate park. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. I have a friggin' backyard skate park, which is so sick. But without further ado, let's get this quarter pipe build underway.
Let's get this party going.
Yeah, nice, Craig. Hard-earned thirst.
So we spaced out the 2 quarter pipes. We're going to use these spacer blocks now we've just cut. So we've got a bit of a gap in between. Let's screw them in place.
Oh, this was a really cool moment. This kid lives in the area and got surprised with his very first mountain board.
We've got Harry here, come all the way to the mountain board park. Craig's gone to the van for something. I don't know why, he hasn't told me anything. We've got a helmet there though, what's that for? Do some headstands. Whoa, what has Craig got?
This one is yours.
No way, first ever mountain board.
How awesome is that?
He has.
So if you see my other videos, you know I got this quarter pipe off a BMXer, and the problem was it didn't have any coping, so that's the first thing we had to figure out.
Oh, give it up for Craig, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Craig.
That looks pretty
I'm
sexy.
actually surprised that it come up so good. Really
I
didn't
wasn't
think-
surprised. I had full faith. I could fucking bore one, ladies and gentlemen.
Never look at a man in the eyes while you're eating a banana.
And just like that, after a few tricky cuts, the coping sat into place.
Like a GLOVE.
That is nice.
That is sexy stuff.
Well, there's 2 holes. What the fuck? Which one is it?
That one. Oh, like a ball one.
Snug as a rug. After a few loudmouth soups, we had to figure out how to get it onto the ramp.
Carry big platform, put up there, drill on, hopefully no one dies. That's pretty much the rules at this point. So people can stand up there and absorb and enjoy the view. You know what I'm saying, dog? No way. Oh! That was a good noise. All right, boys, get your shirts off.
It
Come on,
sounded
we're carrying
like you
stuff
did.
now. Come on, we need your biceps, brother.
Yes.
It's looking more like a ramp.
I wouldn't stand on it, but
It looks good. Okay, Jimmy, you know what Craig's really good at? Math. What's half of 2740 go?
1320.
1320, he's confirmed it. Well done, congratulations,
No,
you're the new Craig.
1370.
1370?
740. Yeah, half of that is 13. Half of 27 is, thank you. Yeah, 1370. Thank you.
Is it
Can I get
locked
a
in?
confirmation on that?
Yes, we have confirmation. And I know 1 + 1 = window.
Craig doesn't know shit.
1370, we've locked in 1370, ladies and gentlemen.
Action brought to you by Victoria Bitter,
Oh, fucking.
the green demon that we've been dreaming about.
Does this mean you're taking the fancy Ryobi drill?
Nah,
Drive safely, please.
Bye, Craig. I love you. I love
Say
us.
hi to
I love
Jody.
this.
love this.
I love this too. This is just out of my wingspan.
If only there was a...
A stool. Oh, now we're using some Aussie ingenuity.
We run out of plywood, which means it's time for the most expensive part of any build, going to Bunnings unsupervised.
Okay, now we shall return to screw these two ramp.
All right, now we have Jimmy Reynolds dropping in on the trolley cart of destiny. Do it. Oh yeah, he's got flawless style here, ladies and gentlemen. He's going for the carb. He's going for the front side carb here. Chaka mahalo, brother.
So, we've created the framework for the platform. It took a long time. We just did it. You guys didn't need to see that. But now we're going to ply it. So there's a place where you could what?
Stand, but not too many people.
Yeah, just some people. Not several, just some.
Just some.
Yeah. To sum it up, here we go.
That's good. That's great. Balance, focus, teamwork. None of these were present, but we believed in ourselves and got the plywood on top of the deck.
Okay, we have made it to the deck. You may call us deck dock Martins,
Deck boys,
deck boys.
deck heads.
We're deckheads. We're just a bunch of deckheads over here. We're gonna put these screws inside of this timber right now. How would you feel about that?
Through it.
Through it, as inside it.
Through it and then into other timber.
Yeah. Do you want Ryobi or Makita?
Yeah, do that.
Okay. I'll have the shit one. How many screws do you reckon we do?
I
3?
don't know, but we're recycling screws because
We love ecosystems. Ah! All right, so it's a few days later and we're back on the ramp. Today I've spent most of the day just doing little tidy up stuff, a lot of structural stuff to make it so it's all rock solid. But I wanted to give you guys an idea of how big this ramp really is. As you can see down there, that's the transition. And here is the house. Now the house is a pretty big 2-story house. And what's crazy is I can stand here and be eye level to the kitchen. I could literally reach out and grab a shrimp off the barbie. But as you can see behind me, I've started putting up the supports for the handrail. So right now, I'm gonna create the handrail so the boys have got like a sick little hangout zone to watch the session. It's a new day again, but today we're painting. I got to finish off what we did yesterday up the top, but before I do that, I want to get some paint on the coping so it can dry and I can do other things and then come back to the painting. Does that make sense? Probably not, but here we go.
I love your precious heart.
As you can see behind me, I've gone ahead and put more of the handrail in, but now I'm gonna do the final coat on the coping. All right, now it's time to do the channel. I've got this quarter pipe has 2 sheets of 7mm ply, just to help with the transition a bit. So I've got the first sheet of 7 on, and I'm about to put the second, and hopefully it all works out. All right, one thing that's important to me is recycling, and I'd say probably about 80% of the materials in this build have been from Marketplace. I've reused a lot of ply, a lot of pine, and obviously the ramps that I've all had before and repurposed it to build what we have today. So it's a good way to save money, look after the environment, and make more ramps. I mean, why wouldn't you do that? The only things I've bought are screws, some glue, 3 sheets of plywood for the deck, because we need a specific size, and these 2 things of paint. Now I got these actually off Marketplace from a guy who sells them
and they turned out to be $100 each cheaper than the hardware store. So I'm using primer today, first time ever. I hope it's going to make the paint last longer, especially with skateboard wheels. Alright, that right there is 5 coats of paint on the ramp surface. So I'm hoping it's very smooth now. But you're probably wondering, why does it look so shit down here? Well, that's because probably in the next video, I'm going to cut this off and then we're actually going to apply a whole floor so you can skateboard and mountain board and BMX on this ramp. But for now, we've got to finish decorating a little bit. We'll do a few things up there and then we're going to bloody test it out. Alright, they're getting close to the end of the ramp, and today I'm going to build some little chairs here so the boys can sit down, but also I want to be able to store some stuff in there as well. Alright, you dead set fucking legends, we're back again, perhaps for the last time on the top of the quarter pipe. I've gone ahead and installed the friggin' light towers. That's right, we've got some friggin' light towers on top of the quarter pipe now, which is very exciting for the night session. Night session? Night session. I've gone ahead and made 2 boxes up here. I'm gonna paint them up and then we're gonna be pretty close to a test ride. Yo, do you guys remember Mr. Squiggle? I don't know if that's a uniquely Australian thing, but anyway, giant pen, Mr. Squiggle. This thing is heavy as fuck and I haven't really thought about how I'm going to get it up there. Hopefully, just like this. Jeez. Balancing and lifting. Oh my god. Holy. Goes to Steve Irwin, what the fuck? Oh, I'm so glad I didn't drop that. That would have been significant bad luck. Speaking of bad planning, I don't know how TF I'm gonna get this thing on the wall. Probably you just glue it on, but I don't actually want to cover it in glue in case I need to take it off. Oh, step 1's just lifting the prick, Jesus Christ. I mean, fuck, it's gonna be as good as it gets, I think, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so my theory is I'm gonna do just a little bit of glue on the corners, and then hopefully I can get a few screws through the back. Because yeah, I'm worried if I put heaps of glue on, this friggin' thing will never come off. And there's probably a high chance that someone's going to shatter this thing. So, I don't know, these are all just speculations. What do you think of that? Is that straight? It's a bit of a bummer, you're probably never going to see that from down there, but alright, that is that. The mirror is on, pretty much we've done everything. I'm going to go get a drink, get changed, and then we're going to come out and ride this bad boy. Oh, fuck. I don't know about you, but I'm just forever scrolling at this fucking TV. What do people even watch? Let's try YouTube. Man, this show sucks. It doesn't even freaking work. Welcome to Backyard Blitz, where I'm building a backyard skate park. Each episode, I knock together a new setup in the yard. I recruit someone tough enough to come and session it. And it's not just mountain boarders. We've got a range of action sports, comedians, artists, and fucking anyone who wants to show up. We session the ramps. Old mate tries his best tricks. We have a chin wag at the bar. And we have a bloody good time. Our first guest is Ricky Glazer. This is Backyard Blitz, part build show, podcast, a little bit of chaos, but most importantly, a bloody good community. So tune in, or come round, but can someone bloody bring me a new drill? Mine's cooked. Oh my gosh, I think I fell asleep watching some bloody Aussie reality TV show last night. We're still gonna test this friggin' quarter pipe out. All right, I'm gonna have a shower. And no, you cheeky dogs, you can't come. But then we're finally gonna go ride. Let's get.
Rise up, resist, and be the master.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that is the big green quarter pipe. Yep, the first ramp of our backyard skate park. Can you bloody believe it? If you want to see more videos just like this, tap below. Stay up to date with the Backyard Blitz on my Instagram. Get off the couch, and I'll see you next time on the mother friggin' hill.